the 29th of June 2020. Um, I've just saw a picture from Shelley and kids. I'm not sure it's foundation or whatever it is. Let me check it. Oh, it doesn't matter. In Twitter, which I was just about to start preparing for leaving, not living, leaving. Um, because I can sense the hostility which I have always sensed from the very start. But but I saw this picture, and perhaps I'm not delighted by the shapes of the cats given, the shapes the cats are given and labeled as romantic cats. But then it was such an inspiring idea, those romantic cats. So, as you well know, part of my philosophy, my Honestianism, is the creation of new romanticism. And this new romanticism can also have its own aesthetics, which is in agreement with the Honestian queendom, with the noble queendom of Honestia. One of the characteristic features of the noble queendom is this attempt at trying to unite, but not in the sense of condensing one or establish as connected in whatsoever physical way. No, it's supposed to be free. The spirit is supposed to be free. So one of the ideas is this spiritual or the feel, the sense of unity between life, of life that lives in different forms, but feels that essentially we have the identity, the spirit. And it goes back to the ancient times, and a lot of mess has come out of this, because I believe that there are such forces, and there's so much trauma throughout there has been so much trauma throughout ages, that once I gave this first impulse by creating the noble queendom of Antipolitania, which actually opens simply opens those ancient spirituality centers or beings, gods, goddesses, but it's not only that, that's much more than that. These are peoples, and perhaps some of them have also undergone genocide. We don't know. So I opened it up, and the assumption was that I would be living in peace, just creating the kingdom, and would be going step by step. So there won't be all this turbulence and those wars between particular groups of life that might have nothing to do with me at all, but I raised this banner of spiritual freedom, so now it all strikes at me. But anyway, the idea is that perhaps I should really open. I mean, not perhaps. I think I will start drawing cats. I have not drawn for a long time, and I was practicing drawing cats, dogs, and horse. A cat, a dog, and a horse. Not many of them, just one. So it's really elementary, but it was quite good for the elementary level. And I just thought that perhaps I could draw my own way all those 50 and I don't know how to say, breeds or races of cats that I have here in a book that I bought some time ago. Cats, how to recognize 50 breeds. I think you say breeds rather than races, but then I thought of I used the word race, and perhaps this is not an insignificant mistake. Perhaps it is actually a mistake that opens something up. So this is the new bright Honestian idea. Of course, it is not to the exclusion of dogs or any other animals. I do not fall into that pattern at all. And it's also stated in the symbolism, in the Honestian symbolism, that one of the purposes of the noble queendom is to give animals back their spirituality. So, of course, the black panther, the black leopard, is sacred, and it has nothing to do with prostitution. These, not to mention the sad fate of a rabbit. We need to set those animals free again. Well, just to make the note of this new idea for the noble kingdom, when I can draw, I will start drawing, but I reserve it as one of the new romanticism lines, not to confuse with neo-romanticism, because it has nothing to do with it. This is new romanticism. So this is basically it's restudy of the romantic period, of the thoughts that appeared at the time, of the aesthetics, and then evaluation of it, and seeing how it all works now. The romantics of the times, the original romantic period, will probably go in two directions, depending on what the real priority was. So one group will go in the direction of the left wing, which is not romanticism at all. So this is a misconception. Basically, we need to go back, as I have already said, to this original idea of freedom, of fighting against whatsoever tyranny. And this is the left wing, especially the sexualizing, sexual left wing that has become a tyranny in our times. And then there's the question of the monarchy. So monarchy needs to be redefined for our times as well. Well, on the whole, this is I have not been spending much time thinking and formulating my philosophical thought. So here is some idea that I might develop in future, and it can start with a simple drawing. A lot of things have started from a simple drawing. So here it is. Thank you for the inspiration. And this is Agnieszka Bada, Magdalena Rojek, The Noble Kingdom of Honestian. Agnipolis, 29th of June 2020. Of course, I need to get myself free somehow and get back to my spiritual life, to my natural state of existence. Right now, I'm under siege. This is a devastating siege. This is deadly. This is imprisonment. And the people who have imprisoned me are particularly cruel. There's a problem because I actually made the order of the annihilation of the black cats because they attacked me. These orders are not irreversible. In my world, it does not work this way. There's some order, and no one does such orders immediately because this is too serious. So it is only a very stupid person, a very stupid leader that executes people that way. It's a person who has no respect for life at all. But then the only way in which this can be reversed or cancelled is the new situation, are the circumstances. So, well, as long as the crime continues, obviously it is not about forgiving because it is unforgivable. It is not about being merciful because one has to be just. I don't know how it all relates, but there's a black cat here too. He's very beautiful. I'm pretty certain that once I start drawing, I will be trying to draw him too. There are other cats, I will be trying to draw them too. I need to look for different examples, different pictures, different photographs, There's a Cornish Rex. There's one from Burma. And the British one, short hair, blue one actually. I don't know many of them. Savannah, Burma again, Maine, Persian, um, long hair. Well, there are actually and different colors here. Also, there's the blue one here. Um, there's the white one. They have all sorts of face expressions, so I need to find something because I cannot stick to the author. Oh, this one is a Highland Lynx, quite cute. Well, many of them, and this is of course an opening. Oh, smoky, Persian long hair. Well, as an inspiration, here is. On the whole, they seem quite fat. Only some of them are light. They look like Bengal. I don't know, Bombay. So this is like this is like an original of Agnipolitania, but now called Honestian. Really, oh, snowshoe. Uh, well, something really totally inspiring. So thank you for the idea. And these are only cats. These are not wild cats. So if you open the kingdom of the wild cats, that gets even better. And I'm pretty sure that the world of prostitution will pay for what they have done to the sacred animal, the black leopard.